there was an incredible amount of responsibility, and there was a part of it that was very scary. When you're battling the real life mafia as well, it adds a, life and death stakes to the series.
Congrats on the series. I just love taking in all the never before heard stories behind the scenes. What were you most surprised to learn was completely true?
That Al Reddy had to battle the real life mafia to make this film. It's the entire hook of the series. I mean, I think it's what distinguishes it. It makes it something more than just a traditional behind the scenes, kind of look at. Granted, it's one of the most iconic films of all time, but I think the fact that when you're battling the real life mafia as well, it adds a life and death stakes to the series that is unusual and distinctive.
Yeah, Miles was telling me that he had the chance to not sit down, I think talk with Al in his kitchen for a while. Did you guys have that opportunity?
I did. I mean, I had a lot of conversations with, Al early on. He is an extraordinary man, so much fun, and so incredibly ambitious and driven, and never stops thinking of an angle, never stops thinking of what he can do next. And I think that he was really helpful in sort of identifying the most compelling parts of his story. And he shared with us all of his story. And we used him as a resource when we needed to, flesh out what may or may not have happened in a certain situation.
Also, Miles Teller, who plays him, is an executive producer on the show as well. What would you say he brings to the table, Russell, as an executive producer?
First of all, Miles was really fun to work with, and somebody who came to set every single day as prepared as somebody could be. He knew his character in a way, sooner or later, maybe better than us, but at least as good as we did. As an executive producer, he's number one on the call sheet as well. He brought a professionality that sets the tone for everyone on set. So I think Miles was really smart about his character, really smart about his motivation, and behaved in a way that just kind of set the tone for a cast and crew.
What's the offer that you couldn't refuse in your career, the job you had to take, Russell?
Wow. It's when Nikki called me and said, "Do you want to work on The Offer?" That was my offer.
I think that that's probably true for me as well. I think that, when, this Jenna Santoyani and Nicole Clemens, who are, who called me up to ask me if I wanted to run this, top secret project. And when they said what it was, I just kind of all right, I'm in, you know what I mean? You're saddling up, it felt, and there was an incredible amount of responsibility, and there was a part of it that was very scary. But I think in the end, it was a challenge that we both, were super excited about facing.
Well, I'll say all the journalists in the green room were talking about how much we dug it and how great it is. So congratulations.
That's really nice.
Thanks for saying it.
Thank you so much.
So congratulations. That's my time, but such a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Thanks so
Take
much.
care.
Bye.
Bye.